Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. We're back at it, ready to have a little bit of fun with Willett Purple Top. Yes, I said it, Willett Purple Top. So, take you down memory lane. If you think back, gosh, even in the last year, you typically don't see a ton of Willett-based products on the channel, right? It's just, I don't know what it is. You know, Willett and their products just typically do not align with my palate. And everyone has different palates too, first and foremost. No matter who you are, if you're, you know, no matter what you like, we all have different palates, and I respect that. But for me, you know, I think back to a lot of the whiskeys I've tried. Johnny Drum, not a big fan. That's not one drum I want to beat. Seriously, Johnny Drum, not for me. Willett Pot Still, cool bottle, but the whiskey itself, yeah, that's a little questionable. Rowan's Creek, not the best. I mean, there are some that are decent. For example, like Noah's Mill, that's actually a pretty good product. And then let's fast forward now to recently, one of my local stores reached out. They're like, hey, Judge, we have a purple top in. Do you want to grab it? I'm like, you know what? I got to at least try it, right? I have to try it, get it on the channel, and we'll see what it's all about. So, all right. So what do we know about just purple tops from Willett as a whole? So Willett Purple Tops are essentially their, let's call it their top of the line, creme de la creme. It's their single barrel program. So they take their best barrels and they make them into single barrels, and then they use the purple label. Typically you see the different purple tops. Gosh, I mean, there's different ranges. There's 6 years, 7, 8. I know one of my patrons, my buddy Rob, just got a 9-year purple top. So they kind of range, right? There's always different ranges, but they are always single barrel, and they're always cask strength. Mine, for example, this one here, this one comes in at 122.4 proof. It's aged 6 years, so mine is aged 6 years. And on the back, you'll see here, Oh Captain, My Captain. So it's the name of the barrel, I guess. Oh Captain, My Captain. Let me know, by the way, if you have this bottle as well, because you have from the same barrel. Not this bottle, but I should say from the same barrel. Let me know if you have this one as well, the Oh Captain, My Captain barrel. So, let me kind of go back. I was in Kentucky earlier this summer, or later this summer, with Mrs. Judge and Cousin Nita. And I will tell you, the distillery is super cool. I've been there a couple times, but the distillery, super cool. Upstairs, they have a really cool bar. And I can't lie, Cousin Nita, she did not want to leave the bar area. Shocker, right? It might be a shock to some. She did not want to leave the bar area. She loved herself some Willett Purple Top. So my guess is when she gets here for Christmas, more than likely, she's probably going to be drinking a lot of this bad boy. I can tell you that. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this real quick. So Judge, what's the MSRP? This is where things get very tricky, my friends. So MSRP on Willett Purple Tops should be around that $150 to $200 range, but we all know most stores, if they have it, it's marked up to $600, $700, $800. On secondary, I've seen it go for $1,000, $1,500. It's absolutely crazy, depending on which one you, depending on which one you actually find. But they're always marked up. I was fortunate enough to get mine for $135, so $135. Very fortunate. But again, typically they are very hard to find, and when you do find them, they are marked up way above and beyond the regular MSRP price. So that's the rub, I think. And that's honestly been part of the reason why, you know, I've always kind of stayed away from a lot of Willett products. Well, I wasn't a big fan of the others, but I'm like, hey, do I really have to get a purple top just to enjoy some great whiskey? I don't know. I mean, I did like Noah's Mill. I will say I did like Noah's Mill. It was good. It was, you know, not memorable, but a good whiskey at 50 bucks. So I'll say that. All right. Let me get into this nose real quick. Woo. So the nose is very nice. The nose is like a combination of like, almost like a burnt like caramel. Burnt caramel meets like a smoky, or almost like a smoked raspberry note. So it's very like fruit forward with like that smoked raspberry, but a smokier raspberry and like the burnt caramel with a smidge of pepper as well. Ooh, wow. Nose is actually pretty damn nice. I will say that. Woo! I guess I had to go to the top of the line of Willett in order to get like, you know, one that at least kind of piqued my interest a little bit. Woo, the nose is, damn, this is actually pretty nice. I can't lie. All right, real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what are your thoughts on Willett as a whole. Plus, if you had the Willett Purple Tops, what are your thoughts on that? Last but not least, come on, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get notification. Cool? Each and every time I release new content. All right, my friends, here we go. The nose, absolutely amazing. Let's see what the palate's like for this bad boy. Cheers, everybody. Ooh. Ooh. That is spicy. Tasty too. Let me get a little bit more. Got a little bit left here in the palate. Let me get a little bit more. I'm sorry, in the glass. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Not bad at all. So a couple things. Number 1, I will say, that does not sip like 122.4 proof whiskey. That to me sips way lower, maybe even like 108, 110. That's really good from an experience, if you will. It does not burn. It's a long finish, definitely well-rounded. But what I do love about that whiskey is the fact that everything from the nose transfers to the palate. That smoked, almost like raspberry notes with the burnt caramel and the pepper kind of all mixed in. You get the sweetness from the fruit, like from the raspberry. You also get that smokiness in there. You get the pepper notes as well. It's a very nice, long and robust finish. I do like that a lot. The question is, Judge, if I see this on the shelf for MSRP or even above MSRP, am I grabbing it, or do I give it the Heisman and just leave it on the shelf and say, forget it? Only one judgment can be, my friends. The judgment is in. That is a split decision. You might be wondering, Judge, are you kidding me? No, I gotta be honest with you. So to me, number 1, do I like this whiskey for what I paid for it? $135. Absolutely. It's worth the $135. My problem with it is that 99.9% of us can't get it at MSRP. Whenever I've seen this, I mean, again, I've been looking for this bottle for a long time, and I just found it after what, 4 years of, or 3 years rather, of hunting for it. I finally found it at MSRP. Whenever I've seen this before, it's always been 600, 800,000, and no, it's not worth that at all. Is it worth $135? Yes. Is the whiskey good? Yes. And is it worth buying it at MSRP? Absolutely. But I gave it a split decision because odds are, honestly, more than likely, most of us will not find it for MSRP. So I personally would say, do not buy into the hype. It's fantastic whiskey at the MSRP. I personally would probably pay no more than $100 and maybe $60 for this. I would not pay $400, $500, $600, $1,000, which is what I've seen it for in stores over the last 3 years. Do not go there. Don't. It's just not worth it, honestly. Now you might be wondering, Judge, what else from the Willett line is not necessarily, similar, because this is obviously a single barrel, but at least is good whiskey. Another good whiskey alternative from Willett, again, it's a small batch bourbon, comes in at exactly 114.3 proof. I think it's good whiskey. I'm not saying it's on the same level as this, so let me be very clear, just be straightforward. Noah's Mill. Noah's Mill is a good whiskey. Again, I'm not saying it's a Willett Purple Top, but it is good whiskey if you want to enjoy a Willett-based product that you can easily find every day, all day. All right, my friends, until the next time, peace, cheers, salute. Talk to you all soon. Later.